A very good day I bid to the respective viewers. I'm Go Yiwei.
I'm Wong Jenam.
I'm Amelia Xiao.
And I'm Ling Xinwei.
And we're from College Genius at Pinta Negara with our project Automated Agriculture, Project AA. As more farming lands disappear each day, further separating the new generation from the natural earth. Likewise, our food sources are increasingly distant and scarce. This is unacceptable. This is wasteful. This is dangerous. But what options do we have? And more importantly, what can we do? Before we start, we will first divide our presentation into 4 bite-sized topics, which is the introduction, Project AA itself, why is it better, and lastly, the overall budget. As we are well aware, there are several problems affecting the agricultural field. Firstly, the cost is increasing year by year. Secondly, the occurrence of natural disasters are causing damage to the crops and their respective systems. Lastly, the limited amount of lands available due to the increasing human population each year is severely affecting the agricultural field, as almost 50% of the world's habitable land is used for it.
In this project, we aim to find a solution specifically for the farming industry. We strongly believe that in 2050, the conventional way of farming is no longer ideal because it is costly, uses up a lot of space, and will hinder the development in the future. So definitely, the solution to this problem is Project AA.
This project uses the soilless planting techniques, which are aquaponic and aeroponic. For your information, aquaponic is the cooperation between fish and plants. It combines aquaculture, which is growing fish in a closed environment, with hydroponic, which is growing plants in a soilless environment. While aeroponic is a process of growing plants in an air, moist environment. Working on its own, each of the systems has its own pros and cons. But this is what inspired us. We could combine these two systems so the cons can be reduced. As a result, better crops can be produced compared to each system working on its own.
Here is a list of components and functions of Project AA. If you want a more detailed one, please refer to the link in the slide.
Project Automated Agriculture has 3 models with 3 different functions and target demographic or market. AA Farm has all the components and features mentioned earlier, plus it targets the farmers as well as the agriculture industry, while AA Vending is basically AA Farm, but with added vending machine features. It targets business and individuals since it can be put almost everywhere. Lastly, AA Decoration. Just like its name, this model is smaller in size, along with being used for inside decorations.
This is the current setup for the AA Smart Farm. It has a solar tracker, an LDR sensor which is used to detect the light intensity, and a rain sensor on top of it. It also has a spectrum light strip to make sure all the plants have sufficient lighting for photosynthesis process. And this is a showcase of AA Smart Farm. This is AA Vending. Similar to AA Smart Farm, this model also has the same features, but with an added touchscreen display, which allows people to choose and buy the plants. And this is the showcase of AA Vending. Last but not least, the AA Deco Decoration. While for AA Decoration, this model is smaller than the others. This model is mainly used for decoration purposes as its plants can be replaced as flowers and fishes such as guppy fish and more.
So what can be farmed with Project AA? It grows plants in neutral pH, which includes radishes, cabbages, common house plants, as well as aeroponic and aquaponic plants. Automated agriculture also provides us with freshwater fishes like tilapia carp and more.
When building Project AA, we do have concerns such as won't the fish waste be toxic to both the plants and the fish? Therefore, we took that into consideration and studied the science behind it. We found that in most environments, ammonia from fish waste quickly transformed into nitrite. Microbes, the nitrifying bacteria in solution, add oxygen to the ammonia. The next step in the cycle is to convert nitrite to nitrate. Nitrite is also quite toxic, so we don't want lots of it in the system. On the other hand, nitrate is a non-toxic form of nitrogen that plants can take up. Spectrum light or blue light. Plants grow best in blue lights since it regulates the opening of the stomata. Even though the plant could absorb all kinds of light, the primary pigment that carries out photosynthesis, which is chlorophyll A and B, would absorb the blue spectrum the most. Therefore, blue light will increase the rate of photosynthesis in plants and make them grow faster, which controls both water loss and the uptake of carbon dioxide. Project AA also uses this light as an alternative if there is not enough sunlight, for example, during rainy days. There might be a concern on whether the plants can still undergo dark reactions even in the presence of light. But as long as ATP is available, dark reactions can still occur even in the presence of light energy.
Owing to the fact that Project AA have 3 different models, there are also specific budget for each of them. The first one being the AA Smart Farm. AA Smart Farm has a budget of 1,248 ringgit. The next one is AA Vending. AA Vending has a budget of 3,948 ringgit. And last but not least is the AA Deco. AA Deco has a budget of only 665 ringgit. Our project will also be useful in a plethora of other situations as mentioned above, as our project is very advanced and has improved technology. We hope that our project will be slowly transitioning to an era where a large percentage of farms will be operated under our system. This is the Project AA. We hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.